Welcome back, folks. It's Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. Born on this date in 1949, Lionel Richie of Tuskegee, singer, Commodore, American Idol judge. Also, yesterday we mentioned Lee Buttram's birthday. We got the day right, but the year wrong. He was born in 1915. Today we have a lot of offshore news. There's a connection to that submersible that went missing while going down to explore the Titanic wreckage. There's some tropical weather stirring up in the Atlantic. And there was a rip current tragedy in Panama City that involved an Alabama man. And the president criticized Senator Tuberville. We'll tell you why. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. You may have read about the submersible watercrafting crew that went missing over the weekend near where the Titanic sits. Well, AL.com's Lee Roop reports that engineers from NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville helped develop the submersible, named the Titan, along with OceanGate. Now, it's the kind of arrangement that goes back to the Space Act of 1958. Part of NASA's mission is for its technological development to benefit American industry. And here we have OceanGate needing vehicles that can handle the pressure of the ocean as NASA develops vehicles that can handle vacuum in space. Well, OceanGate has said that Titan's viewport is larger than any other deep diving submersible, and there's no better way to get a view of the deep ocean. OceanGate lost contact with the Titan on Sunday morning after it went down with 5 people aboard to get a look at the wreckage of the Titanic. It reportedly has a 96-hour oxygen supply. Coastal Alabama has spent the past week watching out for tornadoes. And now, weather correspondent Lee Morgan reports that the tropics are already seeing hurricane season action. Tropical storm Bret formed Monday in the central Atlantic, and another possible storm looks like it might follow a day or two behind. Now, it's really uncommon to have storms form across the Atlantic this early in the season, especially considering that it's an El Nino year. But countering El Nino is a good supply of storms coming out of West Africa and an Atlantic Ocean that's particularly warm in some areas. Bret is expected to strengthen into a hurricane in a day or so and then head toward the Lesser Antilles. Obviously, it's way too early to tell whether it'll affect the U.S. mainland, but it's a good idea to get hurricane plans in place for the season. A man from Helena, Alabama died over the weekend after rescuing his daughter from the Gulf off Panama City Beach, reports AL.com's Lee Roop. Beach police said Christopher Pierce was in the process of the rescue when they arrived. He pulled his daughter from a rip current and was able to help get her back safely, but then he couldn't get out of the current himself. Red flags were flying at the time. President Joe Biden is publicly taking issue with U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville's blocking military officer promotions, reports AL.com's Jeremy Gray. Tuberville's blockade is over the Department of Defense policy to reimburse military service members who leave their state to have an abortion. Biden called the strategy bizarre. Tuberville snapped back on Twitter. What is actually bizarre is Joe Biden's obsession with making taxpayers pay for abortion without Congress ever taking a vote. Tuberville's tactic has so far held up around a couple hundred promotions. Thank y'all so much for listening. We're going to be back here again tomorrow. Until then, y'all come on by and see what we're up to on the World Wide Web at AL.com.